Hey family, how's it going? Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get to it. Today we're going to talk about Diageo. It's a big alcohol distributor in the UK, worldwide as well, but specifically we're going to talk about the UK entity. Without further ado, here we go.
Big news out of Cuba tonight. That's where the government just signed a new deal to market Cuban rum worldwide. This is in defiance, though, of the Trump administration's current clampdown. Local 10's Hatzel Vela is live with our one and only exclusive right from Havana. Hey, Hatzel.
Hey, Christy, I want to tell you this is a UK-based company, and this really tells you two things. One, that it's a healthy relationship when we're talking about the UK and Cuba, and also that foreign investors still want to come to Cuba despite what's happening in Washington when it comes to the embargo and Title III of the Helms-Burton Act. Cuba is partnering with a British-based company, Diageo, one of the largest producers of beer and spirits in the world. The company in 2018 had revenues reach $14 billion and owns brands like Johnny Walker, Kettle One Vodka, Don Julio Tequila, and Guinness. This agreement allows the British company to have exclusive global distribution rights to Cuba's Santiago rum, the second largest brand of premium rum here on the island. The Cuban government has made it clear these types of mixed corporations and foreign investments are key in improving the economic outlook here on the island.
Necesitamos buscar gente que tenga dinero e ideas largas.
We need to look for those who have money and long-term.
No shame. This is the Cuban government. The military owns these companies, and this distributor is engaging in business with these people, straight up collaborating.
Ideas, said the president of Cuba's state-run rum company. He admitted there is no money to market the product to global markets. The British company is betting on a 16% growth, they say, when it comes to the European consumption of this type of premium rum. The deal is similar to that of decades-long partnership between the French company Pernod Ricard and Havana Club.
Not surprised. French.
Helms-Burton Title III in effect and still a looming embargo, we asked if the company's ready for possible legal action.
Diageo is well aware of obligation in these rules with the United States and has taken all steps required to ensure that all regulations will be respected.
He went on to say other Diageo companies
An Italian, also not surprised. You'll see all these Canadians, all these Europeans going to Cuba. Of course, going for the very young prostitutes, male, female, you can name it. These people are disgusting. Also older ladies go on salsa trips to get some BBC.
Companies that do business with the U.S. will not do business with Cuba. So the partnership, we're told, is a 50-50 partnership, but the British company did not want to disclose how much money they're investing in this endeavor. For now, reporting live in Havana, I'm Hatzel Vela, Local 10 News.
Hatzel, thank you.
And so, I took a look at the UK Modern Slavery Act 2015, and it mandates that companies of a certain size must prepare a slavery and human trafficking statement for each financial year. And the statement has to say what steps the organization is taking to mitigate human trafficking and slavery in its supply chain and any part of its business as well. Or they have to declare they're not doing anything at all. Diageo has stated that they are doing something about it. They signed on to the UN Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights since 2014. And they also have an assessment, an internal corporate level assessment called the Human Rights Impact Assessment that should guide their markets through a systematic review of their businesses to identify potential risks, including modern slavery risk. So then I went and took a look at the United Nations Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights. Surprise, surprise. They say that the company must avoid causing or contributing to adverse human rights impacts through their own activities. And if those things do happen, they have to address it. And also they have to prevent and mitigate adverse human rights impacts that are directly linked to their operations, products, or services by their business relationships, even if they themselves have not contributed to those impacts. Curiouser and curiouser. And so we come to how much Cuban people are paid. And the announcement that was made recently, 2019, was that the Cuban salaries will be increased from $32 to $44 a month. Yeah. I don't know how this is not modern slavery. So I have some questions. First of all, how much will this Diageo Santiago de Cuba run venture pay its Cuban employees? Can these employees form private unions, meaning that they can form their own union apart from the state, the Cuban state union? Can these workers join other political parties aside from the Communist Party? What is wrong with Europeans? Can these workers speak freely? Do they have freedom of speech? And can these workers move freely within their own country? No, they can't. You can actually get, as a Cuban, you can be deported from Havana back to your province. They have apartheid in Cuba. Somewhat like the Chinese do. Yes, they're both assholes. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you for tuning in.